Well, the name. Jerry Girthquake? No one's talked about the fact that the Pink Slips owner's name is Jerry Girthquake. Okay? So looking at our roster here, the whole premise of Pink Slips, for those of you, I'm assuming most of you would have watched the first video that went up on the YouTubes, which essentially was simming the first year as we relocated the San Diego Chargers, I'm calling them that, to Mexico City to make them the Mexico City Diablos. We actually won 2 games throughout that season, and I will show you those players, because the base rules for Pink Slips is we want to start with a terrible team and work our way up. You win a game, you get a player. You lose a game, you lose a player. We're not actually going to start losing players until we're at least a 70 overall, because it just won't work in a lot of scenarios. If we lose a player, we usually have players that are lower overalls than the lowest overall player on the team that just beat us. So last time we did Pink Slips back in Madden 17, that was the rule. It makes sense too, because I mean, we're expected to lose games, but it's once we start getting, the Colton Millers that are beefing up the couple rookies with good dev traits, that's when we can actually start losing some players. Right now we have no assets we can really use. The rule was everyone on the team had to be below a 70, and that was last season. So now after 1 year of simming, we have 270 exactly wide receivers. We got Colton Miller, who we actually won when we blew out the Oakland Raiders, which is nice. He's a good left tackle. He is 77 with a quick dev. And on the defensive side, we beat the Buffalo Bills. We had 2 wins in the first season that we simmed, and we got Tremaine Edmonds. We were all in going for these rookies. Both of them got the quick dev trait that's going to help us out. And Tremaine Edmonds just finding his way on all of my main series. Those uniforms are actually pretty dope, too. So it was pretty easy for me to make the decision to go with the Diablos. But again, I actually posted something on the Discord. And if you're not in the Discord chat, it's the best thing. I'm always in there when I'm taking dumps, talking to everyone. I actually found something on Madden, back in Madden 2014. So that would have been, Madden 25? They actually had a contest where you could come up with your relocation teams. Like the 5 best relocation teams actually got in the game. And that was super dope. That'd be cool if that was in this year's game, because pretty much exhausting all the potential relocation options. So let's look at the roster here. Give everyone a very quick rundown. We're not going to make it super in-depth. So at quarterback, here's where it gets weird. We still have a QB competition. Cardale Jones actually got both of our wins last year because we did rotate between this Tim Boyle monster and Cardale Jones. For the beginning of this season, I will be going with Cardale because that 96 throw power is beefy, and he's a 250-pound quarterback. Thick boy. Running back, California Muhammad was our starter, but D'Angelo Henderson made the Pro Bowl. I think it was as a returner, but we're going to give him the starting reins this season at a Coastal Carolina. Does anyone in chat know another? Who is the most famous player to right now in the NFL from Coastal Carolina? If anyone in chat can get it, you get, I don't know, a round of applause. Fullbacks, Jay Pro, wide receiver. So we got Trey McBride, Colby Listenby as our 270 pluses. If you don't know about Pink Slips, as you saw with Cardale Jones, it's about the throw power. And if you're talking about the speed, that's what we do. That's how you win games with crappy teams, is you win with throw power and you win with wide receivers that are burners. So we got a bunch of guys with some wheels, and I'm looking at the chat right now, and no one knows. Oh, there we go. TJ Gallen got it with Josh Norman. Yes, Josh Norman. How are they called? The Chandeliers or something like that? Anyways, moving on. Wide receivers here, or tight end, sorry. We got this catching monster. 69 overall with 83 catching. And this Conk guy's also no slouch. 91 acceleration, 86 speed, 80 catchings. He's our starting tight end. Offensive line, we got Colton Miller here at left tackle. We're actually going to take Jordan Mailata here, and we're going to swing him to the right tackle spot, because there's no way I'm not playing with Jordan Mailata, right? This is my one opportunity to play with the gigantic rugby star on the Eagles. We got Schwenke. We got pretty much for offensive line, we went strength. We went with strength more often than not. Left defensive end, we have Kylie Fitz. Great height, weight, speed type of athletic guy. We got Ogbonna Okoronkwo here as our right defensive end. D tackle, we got Andrew Browns, Elijah Qualls. Giorgio Newberry's going to be my guy. I'm really excited to play with him. 6'6", 295 D tackle with 81 speed, 77 block shed. I'm excited. I think he's going to be a user god. Left to side linebacker, we have this Jermaine Carter guy. We'll come back to him in just 1 second. We got Tremaine Edmonds, who we won by beating the Bills. Jalen Reeves-Maybin, our secondary. We got Brian Allen, who's pretty decent. Everyone else, I'm a little bit worried about my secondary, to be completely honest with you. Troy Apke, 94-95. White Lightning from last year's Combine. Again, we're going with athletes. We got great speed here. I don't know why there's these random guys on my team. We'll probably cut them before the season starts. And there's our special teams going, obviously, with kick power. So The one notable player from the first year that we simmed was this guy, Jermaine Carter. I believe he's on the Carolina Panthers, but we simmed out the first year. He got a quick dev boost. He ended up making the Pro Bowl, I think it was. Where is this? Defensive Rookie of the Year. Sorry, that's what it was. This guy was absolutely insane. And when you look at his base stats, he is going to be very, very fun to use. 87 tackle, 82 tackle, 87 hit power, 83 speed, 82 pursuit. Got that 75 zone coverage. His awareness is dog shit. His play rec is dog shit. Because if that guy had even somewhat respectable, you give that guy 65 awareness, 65 block play rec, he might be in the 80s or high 70s. So his base attributes are very, very good. And as always, guys, this video is, the series should entertain you, but also should help you guys maybe find some low-key sleepers that you could use in your guys' franchise modes, guys that are probably practice squad players or might be on the free agency wire. So that is a quick rundown of our team. So now that we got our short board here, what do you guys think? I'm gonna go with the chat to an extent. Are we all in agreement? So this is how we're gonna go. Are we all in agreement that we're gonna try to go Zeitler first round, Banks Harper second round? Is that what we're doing? Two of the best players that I've seen in a draft in quite some time. The double A's, the 7.7 combine grade, and you got speed, 4.45. Usually with these big power backs, they have like 4.6 speed. Acton Banks. All right, so we're going to start number one with Zach Zeitler. I have a feeling he's going to have a good overall, but a really, really bad dev trait. So the first pick in the 2019 NFL Draft, the Pink Slips Mexico City Diablos are going to select Zach Zeitler, quarterback, Nebraska. He comes in, 82 star. Oh, my God. He's only number 3. There's still 2 players that are better than him. That's still not bad at all. Almost a scheme fit as well with the field general, even though we haven't set on our scheme yet. Looking at, you got 96. There we go. That isn't what we needed. The biggest thing, the biggest perk, the biggest bonus that we had with Cardale Jones as our starter was that 96 throw power, and we at least equaled it. So everyone knows that Pink Slips is all about the throw power. That 96 throw power, it's not like we're losing anything. You know what I'm saying? And we just got a stud of a quarterback. And, on one hand, you could be saying, oh, well, I thought this whole appeal of this series was C4 has a really bad team, and you're going to be working your way up. You're going to be earning your way up and trying to build it into a powerhouse, right? But that's only if we win a lot of these games. Once we hit that 70 overall threshold, I mean, Zach Zeitler is going to be a prime candidate. If we lose a game badly, he's going to be gone. So we need to bust our ass to make sure we can build this team up, win some close games, and not lose our now franchise quarterback, Zach Zeitler. So this guy's a monster. Welcome to the squad. Now we all just need to be fingers crossed that we can get Banks, that running back, in the second round. Here we go. I feel like he's going to be there, man. Running backs always slip. Oh, he's gone. Ah! I want him so bad. We'll have to we'll double check. I guarantee he could be the best player in the draft, man. Fran Tanzi and move him to tight end. We already have a dope tight end, man. Our tight end that we have on the roster right now. Almost 90 speed, 80 catching. All right, we'll go center. Tucker Lott, a little bit of a reach, but we got, we'll overdraft here. And he's a 77 quick. That's dope, man. Number 21 in true talent. We got him at 33. Not a scheme fit, but great pick nonetheless. 90 strength. You got 85 pass block, 81 impact blocking. I like that move, man. I like that move a lot. Welcome to the team, Tucker Lott. Third round. So we'll go Giovanni Stevenson. It's a reach. I feel like he's going to be low 70s, probably normal dev trait. Let's see. 73 normal. Number 85 in true talent. We got him at 65. A little bit of a reach. He's only one off from a skill or from a scheme fit. It's not bad, man. Again, anything that's 70 plus in this draft is pretty good. Good block shed. Decent strength. I mean, power moves ain't bad. I mean, he's all right. This is an all right pick. And now that we're in the third round, we don't have a whole lot of scouting, which is unfortunate. I don't think we're going to get a lot better than that, so we'll take it. This guy, I just have he's got to be over 70, but the speed's there. Why not? We'll see what he can bring. Oh, all right. 73 deep threat. Earl Dixon. Can't always be afraid of the guys that come back with the red. 95 speed, 77 catching, good 82 deep route running, 76 spectacular. So he's walking in as our best wide receiver on the team. All right, we'll go Antoine Rice, and then we'll finish up with Tate Bean. Antoine Rice, very nice. Number 72 in true talent. We got him at 129. Strength's acceptable. 85 is pretty much the threshold you want. Good run blocking right tackle. I like it. Anton Rice. Rice and beans. We're going to get rice and beans. It's very rare. I'd say I've drafted kickers that are like projected high. I probably got 5 of them, and I'd say 4 of them have been good. Sometimes they're fool's gold, but Tate Bean, NC State, welcome to the team. He's a 75 normal. That's not that bad. Number 54 in true talent. We got Giovanni Stevenson here, middle linebacker from Idaho State. We're actually going to switch him right now to a right outside linebacker role. I think that was our weaker of the two sides. I can't remember. Left or right. Either we'll just put him outside linebacker for right now. I don't know how that's going to affect his rating. Stays about the same, apparently, or does it change? 73. Oh! Oh! He went from a 73 to a 77 outside linebacker. Not a lot of speed here. We got Equanimous St. Brown. 70. 90, 92. Okay. Okay, dog. I can get an Equan St. Brown. 6'5" height, weight, speed. That could get juicy. Okay. Last question before we get into the game. Should we revitalize the white cornerback here? Because we can make Tarvaris Moore, who just got a +2 when he spent that skill point, our starting free safety. And then we convert Troy Ackby to corner. And we could just make football equal again. Bring back football equality. I think we should. What's the last white corner? I mean, we don't need to get racial here. I mean, I'm pretty sure African Americans can have their own gripes about how stereotypes happen for their quarterbacks and stuff like that, which is kind of nonsense. But let's be honest. A white corner, do they exist? Probably not. Into the goddamn game. Enough talk. Kansas City. So quick preview. Understanding that if we win this game, what players, depending on the star ratings, can potentially be up for grabs here. Looking at the Chiefs, we already know some big names, but some of these guys outright are going to be eliminated from contention. Like we can't get Mahomes. We can't get Kareem Hunt. Can't get Tyreek. We could look at this. Oh, my God. Look at this guy. 95-97. Casey Murphy. Quick dev. Okay, we have our first target. Plus, what's our best wide receiver right now? 70. We have a 70 overall wide receiver, so we need to get 4 stars to get this guy. He's prime candidate number 1. Casey Murphy. I mean, offensive line's never a bad spot to go, but we're looking more so for guys that are I mean, this guy here straight up has the greatest face of all time. Christian Covington. You guys ever see his face? If you did tune in. Oh, they fixed it. Christian Covington, when we did our stream, had like the worst face of all time. Oh, that's smart. Good roster AI there. Good roster AI. What's Derek Nottie? We could potentially look at him. 78 quick. There's a realistic option. Number 2, Derek Nottie. Linebackers. Our linebackers are pretty much set in stone. In the secondary, I mean, there's not much there. Tremont Smith. Hey, we barely win. I'd definitely get behind Tremont Smith. 6 feet tall. You got 93 speed. You got that 79 catching. Guy's pretty much a glorified wide receiver. So that could be pretty dope. You're deep. So, Bruce with the bits. Detroit Lion fan. Thank you very much for Golden Tate. I appreciate it, man. Hopefully he does well for us. All right, so as we pop out of this, 2 main targets I think we can come away with is first up that really fast wide receiver that was drafted, or getting Derek Nottie. So Casey Murphy and Derek Nottie probably will be our 2 primary targets. Oh, let's go White Lightning! White Lightning! Let's go! Bringing it back! Bringing it back! Oh, no, 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 no! Come on, break the pressure, baby! Jermaine Carter bringing it back. This game is turnover friendly. We playing on arcade? Jermaine Carter, the defensive rookie of the year last year with the big force fumble. 2 turnovers early against Patty Mahomes. He's shook. He is shook. Trading fumbles right now. Oh, no. Oh, my God, man! What is this? Oh, there we go. Jermaine Carter, second sack of the game. Proven why. Proven why. He's reigning, defending, undisputed defensive rookie of the year. Even though he can't really defend it. But you know what I'm saying. I submit my application for the Browns job. I wish I could find out how to do it. I guarantee I could probably coach a team better than Greg Williams. Definitely be less hits on players. Oh, God damn it. God damn it, man. Oh, what? I didn't even hit X. Oh, and then. Oh, we'll take it. We will take it. Equinemius St. Brown deflects it to himself because he's 6'5". Mismatch going up against the very short, sub 6 feet tall Kendall Fuller. Tips it to himself for the first receiving touchdown and passing touchdown in the history of the Mexico City Diablos. Great job there. Look at this. Boink and baller. On every play so far. Oh, and he passed it right to him. He passed it right to Stevenson, who runs over an offensive lineman and brings the interception back. The second of the day to the 16-yard line. Big Mo, baby. Big Mo was on the side of the Diablo. What a terrible pass by Patrick Mahomes. Oh. And he's one of the star players. Someone made note of that in the chat. Yeah, look at that. He has a little star underneath his name. That's pretty cool. You know what's not cool? The players' names not being on the back of these jerseys. You know why their names aren't on the back of the jerseys? Because you play for the team on the front, not the name on the back. Anything he does to make a living. It's not like the $1 million he makes being drafted. He's, he just got to sell them drugs on the side. That Randy Gregory mentality. When in doubt, just more drugs. No way. No way. He doesn't get in. Oh, on the one. We'll burn a timeout here. We're a timeout, not save probably with 30-some seconds. They settle for the field goal. We got a chance. We don't have Tom Savage yet. It's time for Zeitler to prove he can be a Tom Savage. This is a Tom Savage scenario. Touchdown can get you right back in this game, back against the wall. Got it.
What the fuck is going on?
I think everyone to have free health and a free goddamn touchdown. Finesse me, AI. I finesse you. This guy doing the spinneroni. Oh, they're going empty backfield. Oh, let's go! Second. Return it. Return it. Oh, he got in the way. Oh, let's go. Giovanni Stevenson, the rookie out of Idaho State, with his second interception of the day. Or he'll just run it in. He'll just run it in himself. He'll just run it himself. I mean, we weren't thinking about pink slips and modifiers and stuff like that, like getting 2 touchdowns and all that stuff. Doesn't matter. We just need the win. First and foremost, we need the victory. That was clutch, man. Clutch, baby. Come on. Oh, no. Oh, come on, man. Oh, my God. Let's go. Let's go, D. I'm riding or die with this defense. I like the Huskies defense. This defense is like a 60 overall, and I'm riding or die. We're just playing all pro. This is the same all pro that we can get spanked every now and again. Let's go. Who got that? Who's 56? Who's getting a pick? If that's Jermaine Carter Jr., I'm already telling you right now, go out and get him in your franchise mode. This guy's simply incredible. Jermaine Carter Jr., probably my favorite player now of all time. Oh, come on. Yes. This is it. This is it, Chief. That is helping out the pink slip score in garbage time. 55 yards to the house. This is it, man. I couldn't have asked for a better debut episode of Pink Slips. If you want to know what Pink Slips is about, it's going to be this multiple times a week. So looking at the Diablo, Zach Zeitler in his first game, 14-19, 130 QBR, 227, and a touchdown and no picks. Obviously, he had the 2 fumbles, which were turnovers, but I'll take that, man. Great speed. D'Angelo Henderson, 11 carries, 85 yards, and a touchdown. Yeah, garbage time touchdown, but still got the job done. Listenby took a wide receiver run to the house, 20 yards. We got Zeitler, had the rushing touchdown as well, but he did have the 2 forced fumbles, which were annoying, and he also had a 2-point conversion as well. So I think all in all, good performance from our young quarterback. A lot to build upon. From the receiving standpoint, Earl Dixon, the wide receiver I did not want to draft. I wanted to avoid him like the plague because he had that red bust tag. 73 overall, best wide receiver on our roster, 7 catches, 138 yards. Clearly him and Zeitler were working in the offseason. He got that pink slip speed. He got the job done. St. Brown with the first touchdown. It was pretty cheesy. Pretty much tipped it to himself, but we took advantage of a mismatch. You got to put a 5'11 corner on a 6'5 wide receiver. I don't even care what the overall difference is. They will make some plays. We did have 2 drops, though. Always want to clean that up. Let's see. Who was terrible here? Rice, the rookie Rice, gave up a sack. 2 sacks from Schwenke, 1 from Mailata, and 1 from Colton Miller. That's not good. Defensively, Rudy Ford led the team with 6 total tackles. We got 3 sacks, 5 tackles, and 2 forced fumbles from Jermaine Carter. Game ball to Jermaine Carter. He's probably going to get player of the week. Maybe we'll get a star dev trait boost. I don't know yet. All right, so let's break down the stars real quick. We got a full 5-star performance here in our debut game. Couldn't have asked for a better start, so that is a +10. We got 1 star for winning the game. We got 1 star for winning the turnover battle. We got 1 star for winning a divisional game. We got half a star for Dixon's 100 yards receiving. We got half a star for the 2 sacks. It was actually 3 from Jermaine Carter. We got half a star for the Troy Apke interception, and then we got another half star for the 2 picks that outside linebacker Giovanni Stevenson brought to us. So that is a full 5-star performance. Couldn't have asked for a better result. All right, everybody. First up, before we even spin the wheel that we earned, we have our ghost head coach here. Before we spin the wheel, we earned, straight up before we do anything, we earned 1 +10 player from the Kansas City Chiefs, and the chat has decided. I'm not going to do it right this second. You guys will see it in a little bit. I'll probably edit post. We call it in post because it takes too long. I have to essentially take over as a head coach in the Kansas City Chiefs and do it. There's a player that we're taking. We're taking that speedster that we saw. We're not going to be able to get Tyreek Hill, unfortunately, but we can get the next best thing. Tyreek got that 99.99, but this guy here, Casey Murphy. We're not even utilizing the full +10, but this guy is exactly what we like in pink slips. You know, his catching is pretty horrendous. That 95.97. He's going to be the newest member of the Diablos. Because we had that 5-star performance, we also got to spin the wheel, which I was completely unprepared for. I did not think that was going to happen. But here are our options right now. As always, we have people in the chat that suggested ideas. Hook 'em. Got one of the ideas in late that I think was pretty good. But as always, guys, in the the comment section, continue to spam it in the chat, if you will. Ideas for the wheel. It could rotate too. It doesn't have to be the same 5 ideas every time. But we can have a nice little collection of 7 to 8 ideas, maybe even 10 if we're thinking crazy. We could use it. But here we're going for 5 options on this wheel. Now I don't know yet how I can kind of put the wheel on the screen so you guys can see it. I'll figure that out eventually. Over the time being, honesty. We're going with the honesty. Here are the 5 options though. So first up is dev trait boost to the game MVP. If we get this, Jermaine Carter, you better believe, with the 3 sacks and the 2 forced fumbles, is getting a dev trait boost. But I will also sim to the next week because I assume he's going to be Defensive Player of the Week, and he might have just earned one by itself. So that'd be pretty dope if in just 1 week we can take a quick dev, reigning Defensive Rookie of the Year, and get into a superstar. Option number 2 is called the Pink Slip Special, which is +1 throw power, +2 speed to any wide receiver of our choice. Option number 3 is the Lane Johnson Supplements tab, which is +1 strength to all players. Option number 4 is, we call it +20. It is +20, which means we can take one more player of a +10 from the Kansas City Chiefs, or we could return Murphy and get a +20 of any position, which, that could be interesting. And the final option is if we spin it, we get +5 overall to our lowest overall player, which, I don't know, that's all right, I guess. But imagine if it's just like the full. Who's our worst overall player? Like a 65, 64. It could end up being like a backup fullback, which would be kind of annoying. But hey, it's still a bonus. It's still a plus. We will take it. So now it's time to spin the wheel here real quick. A lot of these wheel changes. Oh boy. Here we go. I don't know if the sound's going to come through the computer or not. And we have spun the Pink Slip Special. The Pink Slip Special is our spin the wheel for today's video, which means we get +1 throw power to our quarterback, +2 speed to any wide receiver of our choice. So first and foremost, we're going to Zeitler. We're going to give him that 97 throw power, which is pretty goddamn good. I assume plus where he's at, he's going to have 99 by the end of the year. So we got +1 throw power here to our quarterback. Very nice. Did it? Oh, look at that. +1 overall, too. That's dope. And then we got +2 speed to any wide receiver. I'm going to let the chat decide what wide receiver we give this +2 speed guy. All right, so the +2 speed will be going to the guy that we just stole away from the Kansas City Chiefs. Casey, that's a terrible name. That sounds like a white chick from the suburbs. Don't matter. He's getting +2 speed. So you got that 97-97, which gives him that +1 overall boost as well. Man, that guy's going to be a big-time target. That 97 speed, we got that 97 throw power, that 97 speed. That sounds like an absolute lethal combination. So before we end the video, the debut episode of Pink Slips, I do want to sim into next week and see if we had any players of the week and or dev trait boosts. My God, this shit's slow on console. He didn't even get player of the week? You'd be kidding me. All right, so we're back as we set up. What the fuck just happened? We just simmed a week. Oh my God. And we lost! All right, that was our one mulligan of the series. It's live. You know we do it live. We can't do any do-overs. So we unfortunately, because I'm an idiot, well, I wanted 2 games, to be honest, completely honest with you. I wanted 2 games this week anyways, this episode, debut episode, but not this way. Unfortunately, I mean, maybe fortunately enough, we're still at an overall spot that we don't lose players, so the fact that we lost that game sucks. But the negative is that we could have won that game. We could have won that game and stole someone from Denver. So that kind of sucks. Let's get a quick look at the box score here, though. Neitler, not bad. 300 yards. Run game was not very good. 2 touchdowns, though, for Kalafani Muhammad. On the receive front, Casey Murphy had one hell of a debut. 7 catches, 88 yards. Take that. Defensively, Brian Allen had 9 tackles. We didn't have any sacks or any turnovers. So that's not the defense I saw. That's not the defense I saw with my own eyes against Patty Mahomes. A much more inferior offense, you would assume, against the Denver Broncos. We would have got the job done. And he didn't. That's so dumb, man. How do you get 3 sacks, 2 forced fumbles, and not get player of the week? All right, so that does it for the debut episode of the Diablos, a.k.a. Pig Slips. My bad for simming week 2. It happens. This is what happens when you do it live. I should have done a little bit better, but more so, the gameplay was dope. Gameplay is really fun. I had absolute blast when I was doing it. And, you know, as long as my invisible coach can show up twice a week, maybe we'll stream this twice a week. I love the support that we had here on the Twitch. Hopefully it does as well here on the YouTube. We're going to have to have a funny little memes and editing and make it look funny so that people that watch it on the stream have something different, a different experience when they watch it on the YouTubes. But, again, I hope you guys did enjoy this. And, you know, as always, if you're on the Twitch, if you're on YouTube, hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button, smash the like button if you want to see that much more Diablos. And until next time, it's C4 saying peace out.
Money I'm spending, I'm out and I'm shopping. You talking that shit when you talking and talking. Look at my options, look at me dropping. Ass in the game, like who are you stopping? Not me, not me, not never. Not me, not me, not never. Not me, not me, not never. I'm way too clever. Look at the kid, Mr.